bass and the drum, the string that we strum has only just begun. You need to slow down, let me give you the slow down. Life is not a showdown, come back to your hometown, and you can hide in that smoke that you blaze. I see you run when I say I want that gun. I see you run like a bullet from a gun. All day and night, you run. I see you run when I say I want that gun. I see you run like a bullet from a gun. All day and night, you run.
Can anybody hear me? Shine your light if you're able and you're willing. I see you run, but can you stand strong? Keep a grip while you weather the storm.
Wake up, you be missing all the fun. We be dancing and laughing, connecting each and every one. Inspiration from the sun, the bass and the drum, the string that we strum has only just begun. I see you run when I say I want that gun. I see you run like a bullet from a gun. All day and night, you run. I see you run when I say I want that gun. I see you run like a bullet from a gun. All day and night, you run.
What's up, guys? Apologies for the stream cutout. We're having internet issues. Internet problems. We'll try to get this sorted out. Seems to be working now, but that could be short-lived. We're gonna give this one more go. One more kick at the can. I should actually boost up my mic here a little bit. Check. Check, check. Check. Check one, two, check, check. Check 1 2, check. All right. All right, folks. All right, let's get into it. The charts. I don't even know what we were saying. I'm really the internet here. Not the greatest so far. So ES, let's have a look at ES on the 4 hour. So ES coming in and touching the top of this daily. Decent area for it to hold. You know, it looks like it likes it, right? Because it did hold it. This is the area to the top side to be watching. The liquidity over top of this. So this is going to be kind of the zone to watch. I'm going to see if they fail it there. They could even fail it here. This is the bottom of it, so they could fail it here too. We'll see. Pretty good hold. Not really a good entry signal for me, so no trade for me down here. You could have took trades off of this. Like, you could have played a higher low play. But I don't know. I wasn't even around, so it was a non-issue for me. This is where I'd be watching for short opportunities though, hard. That's kind of the area you want to look at. Between 5535 and 5539. And then we'll see if this short continues. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a juicer. It's going to be a juicy one. All right. Looking at Bitcoin. What's up, Ken? How are you? Yeah, yesterday the power in the villa went out, and it was just like I just didn't come back on the stream. And then today we're having stream issues also because we've changed locations, so we have different internet here. So I hope it works, but we'll see if it does or not. I don't know. It's already been 2 times I've had to restart this thing, so if it goes down a 3rd time, it's we're probably not gonna continue. Yeah, I can look at it again for you. I can't really TA on this this chart though, but we can look at it. $0.47, eh? So is this 7 days? Let's look at the 3 months. You know, what does that even mean? So this has only been around for 7 days? You know, what am I supposed to do with this? You know? Sorry, brother. Got the wrong one. Okay. Give me the right one, man. Give me the right one and we can talk. So yeah, Bitcoin taking the liquidity out from underneath here. This is a pretty good place for them to hold it. And they did gain. I do like this for a trade down here. Yeah, bounce off this level. So I'm probably going to enter in some trades here. And just shoot for all-time high. We'll see if we get it. We'll start. I'm actually going to start entering off of here, a sweep of that level, and I'll enter all the way down. And my targets are going to be much higher. I kind of don't even want to sell it. I just want to get in and just leave it. So. Something like that. This is going to be a layered order. So we're going to, you know, start out small, then get bigger, then add more, and then a whole bunch down here. It's kind of how layering works. So your average position is going to end up being like down here. But this doesn't look too bad for a punt at it. I don't mind it. Gain the 15. Getting close here. And the 4 hour doesn't look the greatest, but there's a lot of room to the upside here. So you know, if they do a little pullback, I think I think they could hold this level, and at the very least test back up to here. So at that point we can get the stop into profit. All right, Ken, is this the right chart, man? Are you sure, dude? You never know with you, man, and your charts. You can't even give me a chart on a goddamn goddamn software on the goddamn trading view. It has to be on the internet. All right, this is it, and I get blinded by the screen. You know, what's up? What's up with that, man? I get blinded by the screen when I go to whenever you come on here. Great. Can I not copy this, man? All right. Market cap. I'll be right back, guys. What's up, boys? We're back. That was the internet tech. The internet tech assured me that things will work. So I'll just, if the stream cuts out and dies again, I won't be restarting it tonight. I'll be just, you know, they'll have to fix this tomorrow, and then we'll continue on tomorrow. But anyway, let's check out this chart. Let's check out this is the one. Yes, this is the one that you like. Is there a dark mode? Oh, there is. Thank God, man. Thank God. Thank God there's a dark mode here, bro. Okay, we're at 55, yeah? Trading view. Can I see it on trading view, please? You can. Oh, so bad, eh? Can't even get it onto a technical platform. So can't really tell you too much. The level to hold now at this point. Is this 1 day? So this is 1 month? Yeah, this is 1 month starting back from June 24th to, you got even the days on the bottom are wrong. Oh, here there goes. Yeah, so this is a month. What's a year look like? Like not correct. Okay. Yeah, if I had to TA this, I would say that the level to hold to the bottom side is 21. They held it, and they're trying to gain this. This is the next thing to gain is 67 or 60, 62 to 67. That's going to be the area to reject also, right? So 62 to 67 cents in and around there is kind of the area that you want to be looking at. 62 to 67. It's going to be 64 actually is the failure to gain. So around 64 right there. As high as 66. But I would guess it to be at around 64. We're coming into this zone here, this zone that made the all-time high. They've already tested the top of this, so the bottom of it was tested here too. So this is an already tested area. The big zone to be looking at is at this point is just 65 and 64, 65. If they start getting above there and holding that and holding this area, 55. So if they get above this swing, they get above 70, the area to hold is going to be 55. And I would imagine if they start getting above that and having closes up there, that we're going to see all-time highs again to around $1. Yeah, it's climbing fast. Yeah, most of the time these cryptos do, you know. This one looks okay though. It's gaining now, right? So it's gaining over this. It's hard to TA this though, right? Because like I don't know what are these candles, right? I don't know what these candles are. Like I can look at 1 month worth, 7 days worth of data, you know. So what does this candle count as, you know? Yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. The big levels are around 65. So 65 is going to be valid short areas, and then the level to hold is going to be even if you don't get above, even if you test 65 and start rejecting, the level to hold is going to be this right here. We're basically where they are right now. 55. So 55 is going to be the level to hold now. You don't want to see them much below 48. If they start going below, getting closes below 48, it's probably going back down to lower than this. That's the TA on the Bitcoin on base, whatever the fuck that is. Anyway, let's see if we can get a fill here on Bitcoin. Yeah, no problem, Ken. I'm happy to do it, you know. You got any other ones you want me to look at it? I'm just happy that the stream is working. Kind of sucked there that it didn't work. It'd be pretty brutal if I rented this place for 2 months and couldn't stream. Yeah, Bitcoin has been dropping a bit. I can run over the TA for Bitcoin too. Let me just grab my vape 1 sec. Yeah, it's still working now. Now it seems to be fine. But like for that, you know, 15 minutes, it didn't work for 10 times and like 3 times in a row. All right, boys. Hey, our ES short's looking pretty good. How do you like that entry? Let's go. We took a PT in this range too. Next PT is at the bottom of the range. I hope we get it. It'll be a $150 PT if we get it. There's probably going to be some resistance here at the bottom, I'm sure, but them rejecting like this looks like much lower, man, on the higher time frame now. You know, this looks like much lower on the higher time frame. They're rejecting 4 hours, so rejecting this 4 hour, rejecting this 4 hour. Now is like the time to hold it for them. So if they are gonna make a stab at up here, they need to hold it here. If they start getting closes below, it's over. I'm gonna be moving my stop just into profit. Anyway, let's look over Bitcoin. We can check out the area where it stopped. All right, so looking at the high time frame, Bitcoin on the weekly. Bitcoin, this is an internal trend. Try to break this down for you guys so you guys understand. Because it didn't make new highs here, the containment is from here to here. Maybe I can make this line thicker. Style. Yeah, I don't know how. Anyway, so the containment is from here to here. So it could still drop all the way down to here and maybe even take the liquidity from here. And then they had an internal trend gain. Not actually, they haven't. This might just be a small bounce before lower. So they didn't even have an internal trend gain yet on the weekly. They'd have to gain this to have an internal trend gain. So they're just trying to hold the bottom of this range. Not to say they couldn't do it. They could definitely do it and keep going. On the daily. So rejecting this. Again, the containment is from here to here. The containment's from here to here, yeah. On the weekly. So This is it. I kind of expect them down here, right? But they could hold this because they didn't start making some signals towards higher action in here. I mean, at least for a trade, this is going to be good. They're holding the bottom of the range. They've taken the liquidity out from underneath this daily, so I would expect them to pump it at least up to here. You know, at least back up to back up to this area, and then they'll most likely reject again. It's kind of the area I'd be looking at for Bitcoin. So a move back up there, and then probably a dumpster fire. Honestly, probably a dumpster fire to down here, and then down there. Honestly, would probably take the liquidity out from underneath this weekly. This is a weekly swing, but a small one, so you know it's going to be an easy liquidity grab there. So I would kind of expect that stuff, right? Looking on the 4 hour, so the 4 hour has a lot to go still, right? Like the 4 hour could go all the way up here, and then there is liquidity here too. So it could see a move up there, you know what I mean? Maybe just a higher low first. That's why I'm putting in trades. Maybe something like this, and then a dump. Nothing's 100%. Who knows, right? No one knows. No one really knows, man. Anyway, that's the Bitcoin breakdown. DXY, we've already talked about. We've been talking about it. So here's the liquidity grab on ES. This is the market open too. What a shit stream! I didn't even call the market open. Just riddled with streaming problems. Yeah, it's kind of hard trade to get into, man. For me, anyway. It's just not. This is not a trade for me that I would normally take. So I'm probably just not trading this today. Talk about like riddled with problems though with this stream, honestly. Just brutal. Just brutal at the start. Just trying to stream to these 3 platforms all at the same time. You know, it seems to be working okay now. I don't know. I really should have started OBS. Should have restarted it. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So, you know, for the ES, you know, I'd like to get involved in this, but to the higher side. This is just not for me though. You know, I can't get involved here yet. Yeah, Ken, you know the number that the next number on that guy is 63, right? Around 63. So you need to wait to see what happens there. This looks like they're going to take it to 63. At least the short's working. Let's have a quick look through the stocks. Have a look through the stocks, yeah. Anything magical happening in here today? Yeah, this one's looking okay. BIB. BIIB. This one's looking not too bad. Nice, you made about 250 today on that piece of shit coin. Good times. So these guys holding the level where they need to, right? So we're gonna see what happens. This looks like higher to me, man. At least a gap close. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's better to put your efforts into learning price action than trying to figure out who has the stronger communities or whatever, because none of it fucking matters. Really, none of it. Doesn't matter who has the strongest community or who has what or what's going on. All that matters is price action. So this one's looking good too on the weekly. Nice weekly setup. Nice daily tests. Now they're holding this and buying it again. So we're gonna see what happens up here. You know, this is going to be pretty telling if it starts getting over 234. Yeah, around 235. Start seeing some closes up there again. We're gonna be laughing all the way to the bank. This one's probably gonna go. Kind of expect this back up here. BMY just dying in this one, man. Really gotta get out of this one. This one I'm only in it because I forgot to put a stop. How stupid can you be? CHRW looks like it's off to the races. Up 10%. That's good. About to hit the liquidity zone here on the weekly, so just good place to be taking profits. You know, just because we are gonna see a pullback most likely from that. So, you know, and then maybe come back and test the top of that, or take the liquidity from here. Move like this, then up. You know, nothing goes up forever. So maybe taking some profits. Only 10% though. I had a shit entry on this. I got in early. This is hard on the radar too for if it does come back and test these levels. This gap close is huge. CRL still hanging on to this weekly swing. This weekly move that made the low. Had a 4-hour gain. That's about it though. No daily gain yet. I'm basically at entry here on this guy. I did take profits on this one. I did have this. I took profits up here on a clear of this. So I don't know. I don't know if I should hold on to it or what. The liquidity grab under here is kind of interesting, right? Because they haven't really tested this yet. and then there's this big level here too. So, you know, this pocket is pretty I don't know, looks pretty good. I may just hold this and just add more there. CTI. Having a little comeback to the weekly swing. Basically this weekly move that made the low. I'm in this guy from here, I believe. CTRA. Up 10% on it. I got in a little late on this one. No, 24. Yeah. I'm in it from like way down here. So I don't know, this still looks okay. I'd like to see it gain a daily again. CRZ. Gaining the weekly pretty hard here. Any kind of retest on this should be re-add situation. And then shooting for up here. It's the weekly failure to gain is here, so shoot for that. Something like that. 42, 43. Something like that. All right, and then let's see what else here. What else do we got? Disney's starting to make some moves down here. I'd like to see them hold this zone. This is probably a monthly, I'm sure. Yeah, it is. So there's still another monthly level to the bottom side here. But, you know, this is the top of this monthly. The bottom of it is, the bodies are kind of tested already. This is the zone for it to hold, right, on the monthly level. So after having a move like this, you want to see them hold this, right? And you want to see them push this back up to start challenging some of this stuff up here. Top of this would be next. So, you know, I kind of want to see them up to like a 36% gain from here, like a 30% gain, and then take profits and then do re-adds. You know, it's kind of it. Trying to turn it around on the 4 hour. Nothing to write home about though. EMI holding where they needed to, gaining the monthly. Let's have a look at the weekly here. I usually don't look at the monthly too much. Weekly. So yeah, gained the weekly, perfect retest. And then pumped it right into the profit target zone. So this one could come back down now and test something. We've tested the top of that. The bottom of this looks substantially good. Yeah. So bottom of that and liquidity pocket here looks okay. So if they do come down, that be a good area for a re-add. Etsy still dying, eh? I fucking hate you. Really? I'm into this one and I'm down on this one too. Yeah, 20% down. Fuck you. Yeah, it's kind of rough. This one still looks okay though for right now. You know, as long as they keep holding this zone and holding above, it looks like they're trying to dump it. So I'm probably gonna have to add more down here. If we do see a slide, I will be adding more down here. And then I still want to shoot for up here. 89. Kind of dirty. Bit dirty on that guy. EW. Let's have just a quick look at these markets again. So ES did take the liquidity down here and a retest on this level. You know, I was talking about this. It's just there was nowhere to put a stop here, so it's hard to trade it, right? But I was talking about this move. So we'll see what happens here. We could see a pump into above here, right? That's a pretty big move on ES, right? Like if you're trading that, you know, it's over 10 points. 10 points is massive on ES. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. That's all you need. A lot of people trade these markets. That's all they look for is 10 points. Looks like the dumping is still continuing here on the euro. So Dixie's still pumping. This is kind of the zone up here for Dixie, the next zone. So really there's nothing to do until then. And I'm gonna want this profit target. So you know, we need to dump it till there at least, I would think. And probably if we start taking out this level, we're gonna probably pick up some steam. This is the next level. I don't have a profit target there yet, but I will put one. FE. Looking okay. Presented a pretty nice short here. Look at this short opportunity. I didn't really call it out just because I'm long on this product, but so it came up here. They took the weekly liquidity from on top of the weekly. Then on the daily level, they lost the daily, and then they retested it, the top of it. That's the area to short. So you could have shorted. You could have took a PT, and your stop can be in profit already. Already. And then it's just like move on to the next trade. You know what I mean? And if they fail this here, this is a pretty substantial area to fail. If they fail this here, this is probably going back down here. It's probably going down here. And honestly, if they this looks okay to move higher. But if they start failing this like hard, they start losing weeklies and stuff, I'm gonna be out of this trade. Probably gonna move my stop up in this guy actually. I don't want to see below 36. Is that where I'm at? Where am I at with this guy? Open positions. What is this? FE. Yeah, I'll still be in profit. Or it's basically at my entry. Yeah, I don't want to see this back below my entry. I'm in it at 37. I don't want to see it at 36.84. So we'll see. They're trying to hold the weekly here, so we'll see what happens. I'd like to see them gain a daily. They tried to gain this daily and just got rejected, so. Last daily gain was the weekly gain too. Just put in a 4-hour gain here. Pretty substantial. And a nice retest, so this was the area to get long. You see how price action is just fluid here, right? It works on every level. Doesn't really matter what level you're looking at. So Fizz still having looks like it's retracting here a bit. Kind of expect them a little bit lower on this. Fizz, I'm in this from I'm already in this, and I made some profit already on this guy. 60. I'm in it from way back here. 60. Yeah, on a test of this weekly. So believe I took profit on this guy. If I haven't, I'm going to today. But I believe I have already. I usually do when it's you know, when it's at like a spot like this. Rejecting this daily doesn't look the greatest, so kind of expect them down and back down here. 71. Testing this daily. Kind of expect that at this point. Because they've had a few tries to gain this and that, so I kind of expect them lower. At the very least, take out this liquidity down here and probably close this gap while we're at it. So I was screaming for the heavens for this guy, man. I have it all charted up already. I told everybody about it. Looks like they're gonna buy it, man. I tried to tell you guys. I tried to tell people. I put it out in Twitter. I put it out in my Discord. I told everybody. This one looks like it's good to go. And yeah, it was good to go. This is where I made the call. I should bring up the tweet. It did an 18% gain from where I called it. I know there's an app on here that you can put your Twitter posts on the chart, because I made a tweet like down here saying this looks good to go. I know a lot of people that are buying this one up hard because the setup's so good. INC, and let me just have a look at that one. INC. INC. So this one looks okay too, man. Really. I should have had a better position, but I don't. I'm in it from like here. $62. They're really shitty entry, man. Really. Anyway, this looks good to go. They held where they needed to, right? You know, gain the weekly, gain this weekly here, come back down to tests. They did sweep. They made new lows, but they bounced it right away and then gained a weekly again. So this one still looks good to go. Good to go for, you know, see what's going on up here, guys. Things could change. Watch the daily change. Just start losing a daily level then. Gap down here too on the daily. All right. Looks like some drop frames coming through on the stream. See how long this lasts for. Disney pumping, man. This one really looks good. Kim pumping. This one looks good to go too. Holding the upper range. Massive gain. Massive retest. And then gaining a daily. Massive retest. You know, this one definitely looks good to go for higher for sure. I am in it actually. I'm in all of these. Okay, I'm down a bit in this one. I got involved in the previous range on this game. Selling continues on the euro here. This was a fucking good trade, man. I should have took more, but I wanted to keep it at least a little bit reasonable for the stream. I don't want to put out tons on the stream. You think Bitcoin on base is going to pump hard? You're already done with that trade, man. We already know all about that trade. You need to look at other trades. I literally look at like 150 charts a day, probably. With trading, man, it's more important to look at more charts, man. You don't want to just be looking at one thing or two things. Any like profitable trader will tell you, like, you know, sure, come and trade the futures or whatever, or like crypto or whatever you want, but like you need to be scanning charts. That's what trading is, basically, scanning charts, like a whole bunch. The more the better. And you're just looking for your setup. That's it. The more you can look at, the more profitable you'll be once you know what you're doing, basically. Anyway, that's kind of enough of looking at these. It looks like, you know, not too much actions going on in the markets here, too much. This AMC trade that I took is kind of shit, though. Let's look at this. Ugh. Yuck. Looks like it's tanking a bit here. Really? You're not gonna tank? You're not gonna pump? Guess you could go back down to like $3, 350. I don't have tons in it. This 4-hour gap close coming up. This daily gap close. Yeah, really don't want to see them below this in the upper range. You want to see them hold this gap and go. If not, they're probably coming back down to this. Let's see what happens. Too much for you.